Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhd Alif Haikal Bin Azhar. My student ID is 2019451952. I'm from class 4A. My supervisor is Professor Jupiter HP Manurong, and my co-supervisor is Dr. Suhaila binti Abdul Halim. Today, I would like to present about my final year project. The title of my FYP is Development of Detection Algorithm for Manufacturing Defect using YOLO with Convolution Neural Network. This is the content of my presentation. I have an introduction, problem statement, objective, scope and limitation of the project, literature review, methodology, expected result and preliminary result. First of all, the introduction to my project. Quality checking department is one of the most important department in the manufacturing line. This is because the quality of product is very crucial in the manufacturing company. The quality of product control the profit and the brand names of the company. As we all know, a good quality of product can increase the profit and the brand name, and while the bad product can decrease the profit and the company brand names. In this project, the method that we use to detect the casting defect is a non-destructive test, which is visual testing, and we will be use You Only Looks One YOLO as our coding source. Next is the problem statement of my project. The first one is that nowadays many manufacturing companies create a complex design that make it hard to detect the defect by just using a naked eye. The second one is a low work efficiency. As we all know, humans have a limitation of working hour, where after several of hours, humans get tired and start to making mistake in the manufacturing line. The last one is that the time taken to check the quality. Humans need to verify the defect in the product, and it will take some time to verify it. Next, the objective of my project. The main objective of this project is to develop a YOLO program that can detect the defect that has been defined in the program. The second objective is to study the work efficiency when human and machine works together. Next, I would like to explain about the scope and limitation of my project. So, the scope of my project focus specifically on the defect of casting product, such as blowhole, pinhole, crack, shrinkage porosity, and shrinkage cavity. Next is the limitation of my project. As we all know, now we are in the pandemic era of COVID-19. The data collection become the limitation of my project. This is because during the non-pandemic era, we will go to the workshop and produce our own data set and take a picture of the data. But now, workshop is not accessible, make it hard to produce our own data set. Next is literature review. There are several journals that I use as my reference and reading into our project. So the first one is that from S. Pandey and S. Kumaja. The title of this journal is that Casting Defect and its Optimization Method in Centrifugal Casting Process. The summary of journal say that defect in manufacturing is most likely because of the parameter of the process and the method of the process itself. The second one is that the defect is a very serious problem in industry because it led to money loss and waste of time. The second journal is from K. Sigmat. The title of the journal is Increasing Productivity in Manufacturing, Quality Control. The summary of journal is, this is where workers need to keep track of the defect so that it can make a necessary step such as maintenance or recalibrate the machine after the process. The last journal is that from J. Redmond, S. Jivala, R. Griffiths, and A. Farhadi. The title of the journal is that You Only Look Once, Unify, Real-Time Object Detection. The summary of journal is that YOLO is a real-time object detection that show a potential bounding box and classify the box with the classes that has been defined in the system. Next is the methodology of my project. At the beginning of the project, we need to do a data collection. To do a data collection, we need to find a data set that meet our requirement in the internet. After we find a data, we need to categorize and define the defect in the image of the data set. After that, we need to develop a GUI using a Qt designer. The GUI must be user-friendly and smart. After that, we're gonna coding using a Python language for the YOLO program. And after coding, we're gonna test the YOLO program by upload an image to see if the YOLO program can detect the defect that has been defined in the second step. If the YOLO program success in detect the defect, then we can convert the coding into the exe file. If the testing YOLO program is unsuccessful, it need to debugging the coding back until the testing of the YOLO program success. That is the methodology of my project. Next is the expected result. The expected result is to develop a full working program to detect the defect by load an image or capture the defect in real time using external camera or webcam, and design the GUI using the Qt designer. The program, we are hoping to be able to detect the defect on the casting product. Next, this is the preliminary result for my 12th week of FYP. So I able to run the basic YOLO program by upload an image, and it can detect the object in the image such as cat, dog, car, bicycle, and person. I also able to use the object detection in real time by run the YOLO basic program. So the last one is the reference that I use in my proposal. This is all the reference that I use in my proposal. Thank you so much for lending your ear and spend some time to see my video. My name is Muhd Alif Haikal Bin Azhar. So for any further information and any inquiry, you can contact me at my email haikalazhar24@gmail.com, and can WhatsApp at 011-266-08363. Thank you so much.